Hello and welcome to KSP 1.4 with mods, which of most are outdated, which always happens when you update a game. But they seem to be working, hopefully. So without ado, let's continue. I'm playing career. I've researched the first three and one of the third tiers. And decided to start record here because otherwise it'd just be too boring me shooting up science vessels as a capsule and a booster. So I'm starting general rocketry. I have just some basic parts. The mods I'm using are KSP Interstellar. So we have the warp drive and the fusion drives, some thermal rockets, nuclear reactors, and some other stuff. I have a few other mods as well, though I don't actually remember. Tweak Scales 1, McJeb is 1, though McJeb works, luckily, because I'm so bad at this. What else? I actually think that's it. Well, that's it then. I have better time warp, no, better thrust readings for when you for maneuver nodes, and SSA super sampling, I think. I'll put the music up as well, and I'm playing on moderate. Oh, whoa, that's a bit loud. So yeah. So let's just pick it back up from here. Oh, did it? Just reset my... No, it didn't. Oh, okay. So, right. I've done some research. I'm gonna go to... Not gonna go to Space Pen Hangar. I accidentally did that. I was gonna go to the mission control and get some more missions. So let's see. Escape the atmosphere. I can do that one because I've accidentally already done it, but I didn't have the thing. Above 18,200 meters near Orbrooks oversight. I can do that. I mean, I'll basically be in orbit, but it should work. Right. Now, let's get to building. Now, I have the Mark 1 command pod. I'm going to run that. Alongside an FD200 tank. And LVT-30 Reliant. I'm also going to put a coupler in there. Decoupler. And you end up with this pod. This is quite the standard pod. I also have limits, 30 parts, 18 tons, so I need to be a bit careful with that. But what I'm going to do is put another decoupler on this, and I'm going to run a Bach. And that's 10 tons already, so I've got 8 tons to work with. Now this will basically get me into orbit. I don't really doubt that. No, not orbit, but out of the atmosphere. Right, to slow down for landing, I don't really need to bother, but I'm going to put some... I don't need any fins, I just realised I'm going up and over. An antenna is not necessary right now. I have this standard pod configuration where I put the mystery glue container, one mystery glue container here, and then I put that there, then I sink that into the capsule. So you end up with something a bit more like this. And it's for more aerodynamics than any other thing. And then I put the Mark 16 parachute on that. And I think that's it. That should get me into orbit. And hopefully over cruise service as well. Fixing this, putting the coupler there, booster the coupler. Let's call it the experimental 2. Since I have an experimental 1, I used to get the base science. I actually haven't got the out-of capsule science yet, but I'll get that at a later date. That's that good last-ditch effort. Scrounge up science in the beginning of a game. Right, so now let's see where I need to go. It wants me to do crew above 18 in location OBUX oversight. And that's basically going there. Oh, okay. Let's do that then. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Launch! And let's rotate over. And this should do the job. Done. I think I might have failed here actually. I think the thruster weight ratio might have messed me up. But I'm gonna run this, so I at least go upwards. This should do it. Am I above OBAX 16 to 15 seconds outside of atmosphere? Am I above OBAX now? No? Crew report. No, that didn't do it. Review, recycle. You're entering OBAX oversight. Crew report. Crew report. Voila! Yay! Well, now I'm in orbit. And I'm not going to float here. I have 10 minutes to re-entry. So I'm just going to use these. See where I end up. Landmass? No, no landmass. This might end up badly actually for me. Why, you ask? Well, because I'm going way too fast and I have nothing to slow me down. Yep. Knew it. I don't know what was that. Yep. That did not work out too well. So, just to clarify, I am really bad at this game. I think I've managed once in 4 years to land on the moon. And the only reason I'm picking it up now, well, again, and recording it, is because of the 1.4 update and the now very soon incoming 1.41, which also releases the DLC. The DLC is what I'm interested in generally. This will get me out in orbit. That's been proven, but what do I have to work with? I have to work with 7 tons. Well, 6.9 tons and 21 parts. So I suppose first of all, let's create some kind of really annoying system to... that's not gonna work. Slow me down. Thing is, I just realized if I do that now, I'm gonna have an issue, so I'm gonna do this. What last time? It allows me to slow down in time. It allows me to tilt my vessel the way where it just allows for stuff. I don't know. A communicator would be nice to send data, but the issue with it is I don't have any electric power. But I suppose I'm gonna use the communitron. And I'm gonna make sure it's attached to that, and when I deploy that, it doesn't look as good. I need to move it in a bit. That's it. That's a bit too much in. Somewhere there. That's that. And deploy, and it's, well, move it down a bit more. Right. That should do it. Well, still I don't figure out the slowdown issue, I don't think. Well, I mean, there is one way. And that is to... Do I have to... What can I work with that? I suppose I could. Put another coupler in. Making this craft quite expensive, actually. But we're getting out of orbit, so I'll just... just to make this work, I will be a bit lavish. And put a flea in. That will allow me to have... Hopefully... Allow me to have some extra fuel. Why are you... Ha! Okay. Don't know really what's happening there, but boom, boom, XP2, save, launch. Right, let's try this again. And let's not burn up another sphere. What it allows me to do is, I might get the extra push, so I might end up with some extra, if I'm lucky, I'll end up with some extra fuel I can use to reburn. Next time, let's not use up all my fuel. And only use what I need. Right. 1, 2, 3. Launch. Let's rotate it, the first thing I do, so I can get over there. Just put my swim into that incline. Just that. No, I did too much. Revert to launch. Yeah, I am playing medium difficulty, so I'm allowed, I can revert my launches because it happens quite often that I mess up. Oh, okay. That's new. It's not new. It's not new at all. Actually, I suppose it's quite regular for it to try to flip when it has the incoming force down here. Like I said. How is this stable? Okay, we all know what's needed to be done, and I know why it does it as well. It has to do with the wings. They're not behaving because I put them inside the cockpit. I don't... Oh, the thing. I have got this, so I could scale them up, but the price would go exponentially. Well, I'll have to do. Should be stable enough to fly forward at least, and not tip over. Yeah. Like I said, I'm really bad at this game, and well, I have played enough to. I basically learned through the approach of trial and error. I'm still really bad at orbit mechanics, but I'd say that's pretty much a given. Right. To orbit and away. Let's also get over. Let's get over Bobak's oversight as well. You're tipping the wrong way. No. Let's do it like this. Right. Crew report. Let's just transmit that. The first thing we're doing, we're transmitting that. Well, I have a power system. Observe. Reset that. I want to get the space one. Log temperature. Right, let's get this from observation. I can get from orbit later when I'm in orbit. Are we over Burbug's oversight? Yeah, we are. Nice. Now for a retrograde burn. Right, retrograde. Come on. Hope the power. I really hope the electricity holds. This is bad. I should have. That's it. Slow down. Slow down. Everything went. Ah, damn it. But at least I got the contracts. I lost a lot of science. This is, I really shouldn't be complaining. I'm alive. That's what counts. This could have gone a lot worse. I could have lost the capsule. So luckily, that worked out. Right, so I'm dropping down and I've done those contracts. I like the above ones because that means you could literally be in orbit and take them. Right. Slow as always, I see. Dynamic. Right, I wanted to... Oh, okay, that's how you remove it. Good. And recover. That's persistent rotation. It comes with a KSI. It's also a really nice mod that I think works. The UI works, though the in-game elements might not work. But I don't think anything's changed the orbit mechanics, so it should work. Yay! Science! Let's get... I'm getting survivability because I really... Oh shit, that's expensive. Really, really need the... Ow. Ow, I hit my economy a bit. Really need heat shields because I keep coming way too fast. And the mount parachutes are really nice. Right, I have 27. I'm running. I'm running. I'm quite good money. I'm gonna probably upgrade my launch assembly. Or no, so I'm probably gonna upgrade the launch pad because I need weight to do stuff because I need the boosters. Part count I can actually probably work within. Right, let's see. Orbit Kerbin. Do I want to pick that up? Do we... Test an escape trajectory out of Kerbin. Yes, and Orbit Kerbin. Let's... I think we're ready for this. Let's do this. I'm going to start building, and if I go over the tonnage, I am going to... well, fix that. Well, so that worked. I'm actually going to open one of my don't save. Is it you? Well, you're the one that had the good... No, you were not the one that was good. XP1 is not the one either. It must be the XP2 then. Oh, I'd have to use the same bridge. I'll just do this. XP3. Save. That puts me at 6 parts and 1 ton. 1 time 40. That's good. What do we have? We have some... a new decoupler. Oh! I want that to be tested on the way out of Kerbin. Well, that will definitely work, because I can do this. So I think... I mean, it might be a bit cheating. What the hell does the tonnage of the funches... Holy shit. Yeah. Okay, if I want to do that, I'll have to do this. That was a 13-ton booster. And I really don't know what kind of force that would imply. Wait, can I? No, I can't. Damn it. Well. Bit too big, right? 2.5. I might just, like... semi-scale it. I didn't realise it was a CD25 coupler. Oh no! I have to. I just have to do the get out of orbit one. I'm actually going to strap a service bay in and the 1.5 heat shield in before I do this. Sap. Yeah, I haven't really figured that one out myself. Open. Nice. Basically, I in the end, this is basically just an overpriced science mission. So I do need all the science shenanigans in here. I have the barometer now, which is nice. And the thermometer. And then close. Right. This is not going to be landing again. I do need the... Oh, I have the antenna. And I have the thermometer. And I have that. I just realized. Actually, that is completely unnecessary. It's a part for nothing, really. And the barometer down the bottom. Probably just move that in like that, and you get like a science tab, science system on the side. It does create drag, but nothing you can't handle. No, this lands perfectly with its Mark 16 parachute. Of legs, right. So, what to work with? I have that to work with. I have the Reliant to work with. It's just so... I don't know what swivel's more expensive. Oh, it's the gimbal range. That's what it is. But it's less powerful, which is actually what I need. 3 tons. And 10 parts. And that's the upper stage. Save. Why is that even open? I don't need that open. Thing is, I can make these smaller. They don't weigh anything, and I think that is actually what I'm going to do. Right, I'm going to put a hammer in. Put it 7 tons, and then I'm going to do this. And voila! We have our starter rocket with some winglets. Wow, I actually think that would be more appropriate, but this looks better. Oh, these are off-centered, just a tad. Can I actually shrimp those? I'm not going to shrimp. Can I? Wait, what happens when I shrimp them? Shrimp. Oh my, they become tiny. Actually shrimp and then shrimp up. Haha! Why do I don't need those. I can use the basic fins at something this size. XP free. Now I really hope it can get into orbit. I don't actually know if it can. Don't need you. I don't need to be outside. I'm not building something that big. These are both modded, by the way. Just say. The only significant UI or like game mechanics change in general is this button here, the switch editor, which puts you in the spaceplane hangar instantly between the two, which is a button that I think has been missing for a long time. Well, if you're building space shuttles. Because I know you had to save them, and then you had to move them over, and it was a pain, really. Loading screens just makes it a lot more smoother. Right, this is actually quite small. So let's find out if I can into orbit. And first thing I noticed is my staging's wrong. Now it's fixed. Right. So 3, 2, 1, launch. Well, that's depressing. Talk about being over the tonnage. Let's get up just a bit. Let's scale them up to 14 tons. Scale you up a bit as well. And obviously you. And now try. I didn't realise the thrust output was so low it couldn't even lift the vessel. Mainly because they themselves are heavy. Okay, so let's try this again. Oh, I forgot to fix the staging again. Okay, right, that's good. Right, 3, 2, 1. Ready, Jupiter? Launch. And we have blast off. Put in some tilt. I was attempting to put in some tilt, but okay. They're not doing a hell of a good job, but they are going to get me off the ground so the other boosters can apply their force. I think these would be good adjacency thrusters, but I'm afraid that this will run out before these. You see. Right, off we go. No, I don't really care about the orbit I'm just gonna try to get it into orbit. Right, where is my... I'm at 100. I can do this manually. Right. I'm technically not in orbit yet, so I'm gonna have to speed this up a bit. Work on the Apple apps. And this is a miserable fail. Why? Do we say? Well, I suppose it's not a miserable fail. We can actually salvage this. Um, Crew report. Observe mystery goo. Toggle display in vacuum. Pressure data in vacuum. Perfect. Toggle display. Temperature scan. Right. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna put it on a re-entry thingy. Right. Now, this should do. Oh shit, let's turn the SAS off. I want to have electric power left. If I don't. Right, let's see if it adjusts itself. See, I can do something a bit more about this. I don't know what biome I'm in, but what biome am I in? Does it tell me what biome I'm in? No. I'm close to the... am I on a polar trajectory? Apparently I'm on a polar trajectory, if anything. Oh, that's just mountains. Oh, okay. Mountains have snow? Yeah, they do. Sap! And we have... landing. And EVA. And I can store. And I can grab. And I can do EVA report here. Grab. And then I can I store that as well? No. Recover vessel. Recovering Jeb with his science. That was not a lot of science. Go to the tracking station. And XP30, recover. Recover the vessel. 36 science. Brilliant. That was some data, but no science. Oh, that's sad. And that is a lot of funds from just doing that. I didn't achieve orbit, but I'm gonna have to do that. Anything else I can use? Ferry the tourist safety. FUD. Liquid fuel engine. Suborbital trajectory. Right, let's go to the F36 science so we can get some more parts, and that might probably save us in the long run. Right, what's this? Is this picture of... case. Okay, not the actual jib, sadly. Planes. I really want to invest in planes. I can't invest in planes quite yet. I can't play in anything. I just realized I can't really do anything quite yet. Because everything here is 45. But I think I'm going to upgrade you for 75. And I'm not going to upgrade Mission Control. I am going to upgrade the Astronaut Complex for 100 and something. It'll just give us some EVA of anything. Right, so this was not working. It wants me to haul the flea, so I am going to haul the flea booster. I am going to create... No, it wants me to create haul the FUD over into orbit. I'm gonna actually go do this because these I can scale down. Down, you end up with whatever this is. It's like a tiny thruster based. I'm gonna launch this and see it on 3 floods. Sorry about the microphone. We have officially achieved my new favorite. Either lander pod or emergency. It flies and it doesn't eat too much fuel. Well, that is very possibly my new favorite vessel. I mean, the FUD always had too much thrust for its own good. I just scaled it down. Now, I am not going to scale stuff up. I'm only going to scale stuff down. The only thing I might scale up are maybe parts like structural parts, if anything, I might scale up. Because I wouldn't say it's considered cheating, I'd say it's extending its range, and also weights. But I'm not going to scale up thrusters or fuel tanks because I consider that cheating because the amount of fuel. I mean, you do technically, but since you unlock bigger parts, I just don't see it's worth it. I just say it's like, well, why would I need to unlock that if I can just make this 2 times as big with double the amount of fuel? So I'm not going to scale up, only scale down. That's the rule I'm setting now. Right. Open. I'm going to call this the XP4 Orbiter. Because it's going to be my orbiter. I'm going to get that out. Those are basically when you unlock later. Run a Reliant or Swivel? Reliant. I'm going to run a Reliant actually. Later on I can get a bomber propellant and RTS thrusters and a docking pod at the bottom, and this would be a docking pod. Because of its thrust output. Right, this is a good upper stage. We're going straight onto the main stage. It's going to be this. Actually, it's not going to be... It's not going to be this exactly. It's going to be... So my part list, I can still only use 30 parts, but I can use 140 tons. That does really help me. Oh, right, that. I'm actually going to put it there. Because that means I could return with the flea boosters. Use them as retro thrusters if ever necessary. Parachute. Do I need more? Oh no, if I use them as retro thrusters, I should be able to slow down in time. Anyway, I noticed that I don't really need that, so I don't need any landing gear. The thrusters themselves work apparently work very well as their own thrust system. Right. What's your thrust anyway? I don't know. I don't have Kerbal Engineer. But yeah, this isn't telling me anything. That's a checklist and it tells me the weight. And that's about it. The weight, amount of parts, and the size it has. Is there anything else I can do to improve my flight performance? I have 3 parts left. Should I just put landing gears on it because I can? Yeah, let's do that. A Mark 5 orbiter. No, XP4 orbiter, not Mark 5. Experimental 4 orbiter. Which I'm going to rename. If it works, I'm going to rename the pod to standardized launch system or standardized lander. I don't know where they went up. Fine. Everything seems staged properly. No, everything is not staged properly. Well, it is staged properly according to the game, but I'm actually going to do it like that, so I only have to decouple if I have to. Right. My contracts are orbit Kerbin and get the FUB into a suborbital trajectory, which I should probably be able to do and then use afterwards. And 5, 4, quick save. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. It's nearly as I want to use the Thunderbird theme song, but it's copyrighted, so that's not happening. And we are leaning backwards. I haven't really figured out why. I'm not going to complain either. Oh, I just realized another failure I made. Yeah, I'm going to have to remake. That was. It happens to a lot of people. My boosters were never attached to the decouplers. Yay! Oh yeah, let's do this in here as well, so I don't have to worry about it later. Save, launch. Right, I'm going to get this into orbit. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to stop this here. Leave you on a cliffhanger if anyone ever watches this, but maybe. I might post this and see how people react to it. So yes, I'm going to do a quick save, and I'm going to leave this on Launchpad. Jeb will have to sit here for a few days, because I'm not back. I'm going to be off a few days, not like that's an issue. Flight at Kerbin, 1. I mean, there is a way. No, there isn't there, because I haven't got that either. Jeb, you just have to sit here, Jeb. Right, we're saving the game, and we're calling it Quick Save 1. Save. Real game name. Okay, main save 1. Save. Oh, it's a quick save. Okay, cool. Right, I'm going to end it here. Thank you if anyone ever watches this, and see you next time.